All right, so before we go out and look for wild stuff in our yard, we're gonna practice our observations. What does observation mean? Abel?
Discoveries and guesses.
Okay.
I think it may mean you looking at stuff and kind of like somehow writing it down or drawing it.
Okay. So like, how does you think the writing it down or looking at something is related to what Mabel said about ideas and guesses? That's for anybody. How do you think what Lincoln said about looking and writing things down is related to what Mabel said about ideas and guesses? Go ahead, Link.
I'm not even sure it is.
Okay. Where do ideas and guesses come from?
I'm pretty sure that's
No. I'm not asking you to tell me what they are. Where do they come from?
observations.
Okay. So the ideas and guesses oftentimes come from our observations. But observations, everybody look up here. Observations are what we see, or what we can kind of like notice. What questions do you have about observations? Okay, so to kind of test our observation skills, I'm going to give you one piece of paper. And you're either going to draw a picture of I'll just pull that down actually, of the marker, the pencil, or the crayon. I don't care which, and don't tell anybody. You pick one. Which one are you going to draw a picture of? And then you want to draw the picture with enough detail so that everybody else can know what you drew a picture of. What questions do you have about your task? Okay, go for it. Pick one to draw a picture of. You don't have very much time. I'm only going to give you about 30 more seconds. So you got to figure out what's the most important detail. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. All right, pencils down. All right, Lincoln, why don't you show us yours first? And then the other two have to try and figure out what he drew.
Pencil.
Why do you think it's a pencil? Cash.
It looks exactly like it. I can see the razor straw, like I saw a lot. I see the lead, I see the wood, I see this, I see the eraser.
Good. Mabel, what made you think it was a pencil?
Because it kind of looks like what I drew.
Okay. What were some details about Lincoln's drawing that made you think it was a pencil? What?
The tip.
Oh, okay. So why don't you show us yours?
Pencil.
Yeah. What makes you say pencil? And what about her drawing makes you say pencil?
It looks a lot like my drawing, a little fatter maybe, and I see the eraser, I see the metal part, I see the tip.
Okay. Cash, why don't you share yours?
Crayon.
Crayon.
Mabel, what detail do you think made you able to tell it was a crayon?
I could tell because of the kind of dull tip and the circle and the wrapper.
Okay. Lincoln?
I see the circle that Crayola is supposed to be written in.
Ah, okay.
But it's gonna write the color.
Okay, so you can see how the amount of detail you put in your drawings can really help people understand what you're trying to draw.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do when we go outside, I gotta make sure I get this right, is you're gonna take a clipboard with paper on it and take your pencil, and you're gonna look, and we're just gonna go out in the front yard, and I want you to use your observation skills and strategies to look for different wild things. It's not gonna be very long, so maybe look for one, find a plant you wanna draw a picture of, and then maybe find an animal or an insect or something like that you wanna draw a picture of. Okay? I'm only gonna give you about 5 minutes for this first part. What questions do you have about your task?
2 pictures?
Yep, and just do one. You can probably just do them side by side on the same piece of paper. Hold on. Sit down.
We have to do 2 pictures.
If you have time, I'd like you to do 2 pictures. What other questions do you have about your task?
Can you combine the pictures to make one? One.
Possibly, like one picture that has 2 things in it?
Yeah, like
That'd be
a
fun.
tree with a bird or a
Sure.
squirrel.
Good.
Or an insect.
Alright, head on out into the front yard,
I'm making.
and I will be joining you in a second.
In it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a tree with a squirrel. I'm making a tree with a squirrel. I already know what I'm drawing. I'm pretty sure I did. And I see some trees. And I see trees.
Actually, buddy, switch to the other one, sorry. So what are you drawing?
I'm drawing a tree and I'm going to try and draw a tiny fly in it.
What tree are you drawing?
I'm not trying to draw a tree, any tree specifically.
Why do you think it might be more useful to draw a tree specifically?
Then we know where it is.
Okay.
I guess I could draw this tree.
Why else might it be more useful to draw an actual tree rather than just kind of a tree that's in your mind?
Then you can get ideas.
Okay. Why do you think scientists would rather study actual trees rather than kind of the ideal tree that's in their head?
Because then they get actual details.
Okay. All right.
The reason I'm doing just a random tree is because I don't want to have to take the time to draw an actual tree.
Okay. So maybe choose to draw so since it would take you too long to draw the whole tree.
I'll draw details
Yeah. Okay.
so that we know where it's going to be.
Okay. What are you drawing?
Squirrel and a tree.
Okay. What squirrel?
I'm gonna just draw gray stripe.
What?
Gray stripe.
Which one is that?
That's one of Lincoln's squirrels that he named.
Okay, so that's one of the squirrels that we know kind of live in our neighborhood. What do you think might be useful about drawing something you can actually see right now?